Do you want to know how to easily peel, pit, and cut an avocado to use in your favorite recipes? Hey there, I'm London Brazil from evolvingtable.com, where you'll learn how to make nourishing meals to serve the ones you love. And today I'll be teaching you how to cut an avocado like a pro, as well as a few of my tips to select the best avocados at the grocery store, and even a little trick I like to use to store leftover avocado for later. While there is quite a bit of debate, avocados are technically a fruit since they're a single-seeded berry. However, some like to consider them as more of a vegetable since they are savory enough to be used in dishes such as shrimp ceviche or guacamole. Avocados have a relatively tough outer layer called their skin that you definitely don't want to eat. Often you can also find ones with a stem. Once an avocado is cut in half, you will see a large brown seed or pit surrounded by a bright green edible flesh. When you're selecting your avocados from the grocery store, there are a few key things you'll want to make sure to look for so you select the best possible avocados. The first thing you'll want to check is their firmness. Avocados are best to eat when they are slightly softened but not completely mushy. You'll want them to give a little bit when you apply firm but gentle pressure. Buy slightly harder, less ripe avocados if you are planning to use them a few days after purchasing. Next, you'll look at the color. Avocados with a darker skin are generally ripe and ready to eat. Lighter, more green avocados can normally use a few more days to ripen fully. And one more quick thing I always like to do to double check an avocado's ripeness is to pull back the stem. If it is a beautiful green underneath and the stem peels easily, the avocado is ripe and ready to eat. The process of cutting an avocado is actually super simple, especially once you get the hang of it. I normally just use my go-to knife here in the kitchen, which is a chef's knife. You can use whatever knife you have on hand, just make sure that it's nice and sharpened. We'll first start off by cutting the avocado in half lengthwise until you feel the knife hit the pit. Turn the avocado on its side and spin it while continuing to cut it in half with a knife. Once the avocado is completely cut down the center, twist the two halves to separate them. To remove the pit, carefully hit it with your knife. Twist the pit until it loosens. Remove and discard the pit. From this point on, you can either choose to cut your avocado into slices or cubes. I generally like to use a slightly smaller knife, such as a paring knife, for this step in the process. When you're doing this, you want to be extremely careful so the knife does not slip and cut all the way through the avocado skin. For slices, cut thin strips of avocado that are about 1/8 to 1/4 inch wide. For cubes, cut slightly thicker strips about 1/2 inch wide. Rotate the avocado 90 degrees and cut additional 1/2 inch wide slices. Once your slices or cubes are done, simply scoop them out using a large spoon. If you're a little intimidated by holding the avocado and cutting it with a very sharp knife while it's in your hand, there's no need to worry. I've got another super easy alternative method that you can use. Once the avocado is cut in half and the pit is removed, cut each half in half lengthwise. Remove and discard the skin from each quarter. Place the avocado cut side down on a cutting board and either thinly slice or dice it. It's best to use freshly sliced and diced avocados immediately after cutting for the best taste and texture. But what if you have half of an avocado left and you want to store it for later? There's a simple trick I want to show you that will help you keep your avocado nice and fresh in the refrigerator for up to 2 days. Once an avocado is cut, its flesh will start to turn brown due to a process called oxidation. It's really just a fancy word for the avocado being exposed to the air. The best way to store cut avocados is to wrap them in a piece of plastic wrap and press the wrap down so it has complete contact with its surface. You can store the cut avocado in the refrigerator like this for up to 2 days. You can use fresh avocado slices in so many recipes. Use diced avocados in a big bowl of shrimp ceviche, or you can mash them all together in some homemade guacamole. Thanks so much for hanging out, y'all. I'll see you again soon.